Hello, I'm Christian Anderson, and welcome to my YouTube program and my YouTube channel, Ivy League by Design. Now, this channel is designed for people who want to apply to Ivy League graduate programs. This could be the whole range from MBA to law to architecture, whatever your program is at the graduate level. This program is designed to help you achieve your goal. But the way I do it and the way we will do it is by design. We design an appropriate response for the entire application process. Now, as we begin today, I want to mention to you that in addition to the Ivy League, I will be referring, and we refer in our material, to Ivy League Plus. Now, everyone knows there are 8 Ivy League schools, and my students are applying to those Ivy League. But there is another group of American universities that are at an equivalent level to the Ivy League, though they are not official Ivy League schools. Nonetheless, they are spoken of with the same reverence and the same respect. Now, that group of Ivy League plus schools is Stanford, Berkeley, Chicago, Kellogg, Carnegie Mellon, MIT, and NYU. Now, while NYU is not totally at the same level, the Stern Business School for my MBA applicants is really an important program, so we'll include that. But in looking at these MBA and MBA plus schools, I want you to know that over the course of my 25-year career, I work with a wide range of students. Many coaches and consultants focus on the MBA. I work with MBA students, executive MBA students, but also with lawyers, architects, engineers, people working in public policy, in public administration, a wide range of programs, and my approach will be designed to be multidisciplinary, to help with the entire process of entering a graduate program at the at the Ivy League or Ivy League Plus level. Now, the important thing to keep in mind as we look at this process, it is not designed to guarantee results. What it is designed to do is design your application, strengthen your application, and optimize the probability that you will be accepted. And that is my commitment, and as you'll see from our work, that's what the results of our work are really about. Now, so as we begin our process today, this video is going to be divided in 3 parts. First is what people normally do, what their results are, and what they did wrong. The second part is going to be what you need to do and how you need to work on it to make things right. And then the third part is describing my webinar that is available by video, where you can find out in a systematic way, with me talking and presenting the 8 important steps for Ivy League by Design, where you can understand finally the steps that you need to do to optimize the probability that you will be accepted. So that's what this video is about, and it's a little longer than some videos, but there is some great information and something a lot of my students can relate with. Now, I want to mention when people first start out with the Ivy League application process, everybody's excited about going to an Ivy League graduate program. Literally, thousands and thousands and thousands of students from around the world apply to graduate programs at IBM and IBM Plus schools. They are interested in increasing their opportunities, learning more, having more impact, returning home, if they're international students, to a better life, to better income, and being challenged more at an international level. And I do want to say as we begin today, my specialty is with international students. While all of this material that I'm covering today is absolutely applicable to domestic students, it is particularly designed to global international applicants who are dealing with the complexities of entering the English-speaking world without knowing exactly what the guidelines are and what the parameters are. But domestic students will absolutely benefit from this program as well. Now, when students want to apply, they're motivated, they're happy to be doing the process, and normally when people look at the essays, the statements of purpose, all of the things that are required for an application process for graduate school, they think at first it's pretty simple. You just do what they ask you to do or what they're telling you to do. Now, I have had students who get asked a question, tell us why you want to go to Stanford, why do you want to go to MIT? Well, many students talk about the school is famous, the school is in a beautiful city, everybody knows you can make more money if you go to a graduate program. If you have an MBA, you'll be more successful. Or if you're an architect and you study at Harvard, you're going to have a brilliant international career. And they write this. Or the school may ask, what difference are you going to make by your going to our campus? Well, most students have never really looked closely at what it is about their personality that really adds value to where they're going. And so they put the first thing that maybe comes to their mind. I like to party. We'll have great parties when I'm there, or I'm a dedicated student and I'll spend all my time in the library and help everybody be smarter. Well, that's one answer, but it's maybe not the best. But what students do is they just start answering questions. They do not have a design for what they're doing. Now, when someone from the admissions committee takes a look at these applications, they read them for the first time and they are going to decide yes or no. They're going to divide in the sheep and the goats. There are many people who never make it to the second round. And the reason they don't make it to the next round is they do not know how to tell their story in an interesting way. So they pick out random highlights. They talk about things that maybe they think are important, but they haven't investigated the school to find out what the school thinks is important. And so there's no connection between them and their school. Now, many, many schools ask if there is something the school can do to help you reach your goals. Many students don't really know. Now, and so what does this lead to? All you need to do is check the internet and look at the blogs of the dozens and dozens of students who have high scores, high grades, great jobs, but are rejected by Ivy League and Ivy League Plus schools. And the students cannot understand why they are rejected, because they feel they are meeting all of the requirements of the school. But in fact, what they didn't do is they didn't do Ivy League by design. So let's take a look at what a student has to do to optimize what their application is for the Ivy League.